Well, good morning. Are we there? It's 5 to 10. It's Thursday and it's Crackershack. Come on in. I'm practicing. Come on in. Shut the door. It's freezing in here. I've got a weepy eye as well. Got a weepy eye. Why I bother putting my makeup on? Come on in. Welcome to the Shack. The heating's on. There's loads of seats. Going to have fun today. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a good session. Did you see on Sunday on the telly, we showcased the good people, the stamps. God, they flew out the door again. Honestly, I thought everybody must have them by now. And then they just went berserk again. So clearly we've hit a nerve with our little good gnomes that we created in the Shack. Isn't it nice to be a trendsetter? Come on in. Good morning. Can you hear me all right? Anne and Sonia. Good morning, Sonia. Lovely to have your company. Come on in. Nicola Elliott's here too. Well, hello. Nice to have your company too. So come on in, cup of tea, and then we'll get started. We'll have a good time. You rock. It's not 10 o'clock yet. I'm early to the party. It is. It's Crackershack. We're going to have such a good time. I've spent the last couple of hours working out what we're going to do. It'd be great. Have you got your... Well, I'm not going to say anything. Shush. Just get in here first. Get your cup of tea, and then we'll get cracking. We'll get Crackershacking. Is our Paul is in the building with you. Good to have your company too, Paul. Paul's been under the weather this week. So it's his first day back at work, actually, apart from Tuesday when he dragged his sorry little ass back into work to keep you company in the Shack with Linda. But he's not been well. So we wish you well, Paul, and we hope that you're feeling better today. I'll be in later in the office, so keep your distance. Oh, she'd met a terrible nurse, that Barbara Gray. Okay, so one question. Is the quality good? I've checked but I just don't want to touch the buttons again. Is the visual quality better than it was last time? There was a button that it defaulted for some reason. There's a bit of an internet issue and it defaulted. So I've just checked and I think it's okay now. So is the sound good and is the quality of the picture good? Or is it all blurry like it was last time? Let's see. If I take a postcard, let's see. Is it good quality? Is it? Let me know. Quality is good. Thank you very much, Elizabeth Dick. That's what I wanted to see. Quality is better. It's clear as anything. Perfect. You see, that's what we need to know because there's so much effort and time and we put so much energy into this and then it's all blurry. Anyway, is it 10 o'clock yet? Nearly. Good. It's good to have your company. How are you? Hey? How are you? It's all fine, isn't it, really? One day at a time. One day at a time, my friends. It's the only way forward, isn't it? One thing at a time, one day at a time. We wake up in the morning and we think, what is going on? Huh? I know. One thing after another, isn't it? Just layer on layer on layer on layer. And sometimes when you take check, you sort of take stock and you think, this is insanity. Well, it is. It's true. It is insanity. We can't do anything about it. All we can do is control our reactions. So I don't tune into the news very often at all. In fact, seldom. I let other people tell me. If there's something really bad happening, someone's going to let me know. I'll find out. Do you know Facebook went down the other day? You remember Facebook went down and everything crashed? I had no idea. I was completely oblivious to it. Do you know that something like 3.5, I looked it up, 3.5 billion people use Facebook? And I'm excited if there's 300 of us in here. And if Facebook crashes, we can't even hang out together. Oh my God. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's 10 o'clock and it's Crackershack. I couldn't help myself. It had to be done. Who here, hands up, who here ever got a Crackershack pencil or a pen? I didn't. I wasn't the lucky person. Do you remember Leslie Crowther? So for all our foreign friends, for all our who are thinking, what is Crackershack? Well, when we were kids, many of you, come on, hands up, who remembers Crackershack? On a Friday at 5 to 5, there used to be a program for the kids called Crackershack. And it was really just the highlight of the week, okay, when we were younger. And in my day, it was Leslie Crowther and Peter Glaze, was it? Yeah, Leslie Crowther's the one I remember. And if you were a kid, and sometimes kids would go on the show and they'd get a pencil, a Crackerjack pencil. And it was like winning the gold at the Olympics, wasn't it? Oh dear. How easily we were pleased in those days. Eh? Yeah, the good old days. The good old days. So there you go. And if you're German, I'm trying to think what was on the Mainzelmännchen. Do you remember them? Oh, I love them. Yeah, beautiful. I've got them. I bought them at great expense, little figures. I'll bring them in next week. I'll bring in my little Mainzelmännchen. I'm sure I know I gave my mum some. I hid them in her garden. You'll have to have a look at them. Anyway, are we ready to get started? Are we ready to cracker on? So do you remember last week I mentioned to you that we're going to make crackers? Yeah. And many of you bought the crackers that Dave's been making. Dave and Lisa, they've been making these crackers for us. Yeah. Brilliant. 12 crackers, 12 postcards, 12 quid. So these are the postcards. Just so you know, there's a coloured one in there, and then they're not all the same, right? So you've got a couple of you've got the little people. This is perfect for colouring in. Great little Christmas cards, right? You've got 2 of each of the characters. So that makes 8 because there's 4 characters. And then you've got 4 of that one, the original one. And then, so you've got 12, and then you've got the coloured one. Happy Christmas. Yeah, there you go. And this is what we were doing on the telly on Sunday, the stamps. Catch up. We had loads. Who's got the stamps already? You know, we thought, nah, that'll be slow. 2 minutes in, all gone. And I did put some serious stock in. And then we just had to keep piling it in. So there you go. Everybody's going to be getting these for Christmas. All right, though. They make you feel good, don't they? They're a feel-good stamp from the SHAC, and we doodled them together last year. So this is what we're going to do. And I thought the first thing, before we start, first things first, my friends in the design team, there's a couple of really, really good mates that I've got, and they prepared some crackers for us. I asked them to keep them flat, easy for postage. And also, so that way you can see what we're going to do. And then I thought, so I'll show you some inspiration. Yeah. So then you can decide what colours you want to do. And then I'll show you how to construct one. Yeah. And then off you go. Your crackers haven't arrived yet. Oh, they'll get there. Dave's gone back in. We're inundated with orders for these crackers. When you see these, you'll understand why. Now, let's have a look. Okay, check it out. Look, isn't that beautiful? D. Yeah, let's just lay it down and you can have a look. So that one's done by D. In fact, let's take a look over here. See? So you can see there's a lovely shimmer there. I'm going to see the shimmer? Cool. I'm going to show you. So that's D's. And then we got one here. Who did this? Elaine Milner. Elaine, bless her. Look, just to show you different colours. So we've got the rustic, golds and reds. I like that. That's an idea. Then we've got light reds and greens. They're nice, aren't they? Then we've got a bright one. I know this is Collins Mrs. This is Collins Mrs. Jane Telford. Look, isn't that lovely? Okay. So Collins definitely. You know, the thing about these is, of course, that you make them. This is definitely Pink Lady. So this is another one by Jane. So you see that she's coloured it this time. That's cool too. Now, who did this one? I bet this is Elaine. Yeah. Beautiful blue. See, that's nice. If you've got a blue table setting. Have you got your turkey? Have you got your turkey? Talk about we create our own crisis. Paul Kelly goes on the telly. Paul Kelly goes on the telly and says, there's a rush on turkeys. I mean, brilliant marketing, really. You got to hand it to him. Kelly Bronze, that is, right? I know him. I've met him at a business conference. He's a really nice bloke. He taught me how to carve a turkey. It's amazing. And they don't use gravy. They put the turkey, when you carve it, they put it back in the juice and then they serve it from the juice. Very good. Totally changed. You know that the turkeys are dry birds. Not when you put them, when you carve it and then put it in the simmering juice and it just stays in the juice. Really nice. Doesn't go soggy either. Anyway, I digress. So Paul Kelly goes on the telly, says, well, you know, there is a little bit of an issue. It's not so much the turkeys as the van drivers, the turkey deliverers that there's a shortage of. So I can't guarantee that you'll get your turkey. Well, I fell for it, hook, line and sinker. Straight on, Kelly Bronze. Got to buy a turkey. First thing I did was ring my dad and say, Dad, do you think you'll feel like coming over for dinner on Christmas Day? Because I'm not going to buy a £16 turkey if there's just 4 of us nibbling at it. He said, if I feel at Christmas like I do today, you try and stop me. And I thought, oh, good. So I ordered a huge turkey. I know. We create our own crisis. So there you go. And I am going to make the crackers for our Christmas dinner table because, look, isn't that beautiful? I know that's D. Got to be D. Yeah. Look at the colours on that. Isn't that glorious? Hey? Yeah, I like that. Trouble is, though, the biggest plates I've got a red rim, so I'm going to have to go trad. That's nice too. Isn't that lovely? Now, I wonder who that is. Jane did that one. I like that. She's dusted it with colour, but that looks good too, doesn't it? Hey, very rustic. And then this one, La pièce de résistance from Adi. Look, very PC, this one. Look at his little brown hooter hanging over the top. Isn't that lovely, though? I love that one. Yeah. See, now that one is going to be perfect for our table, our Christmas table, because the plates have got red rims. Yeah. I'm not going to go out, and I haven't got time to make. I've got time to make 12 plates. Last Christmas didn't go very well. Did yours? We didn't even celebrate Christmas. Nobody came home. Nobody came over. It was rubbish, really. You know, and it's all very well saying, oh, you be grateful that you were there. Yeah. Okay. I was grateful I was there. It's true. A lot of people didn't make it to Christmas. So in that regard, yes, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing myself. I had to be grateful that I was even there at Christmas. However, you can't help the thoughts that come into your head. And I thought I was very sad because I couldn't see my children and I couldn't see my parents and I couldn't see my brother. And, you know, and I'd have to be weird to go, oh, well, never mind. At least I'm alive. Well, okay. So this Christmas, we're having a Crackershack party, I'm telling you. And this is the one we want to do. So feast your eyes on that beauty. D, I love you. You're amazing. Look at that. Isn't it good? Polychromos, my friends. And how do I know that? Because she wrote it on the back. Right, you ready? So what I'm going to do first, I thought because it's obvious. It's a lot. You've got to colour them in while they're flat. So you do all the artwork while it's flat, and then you construct them, don't you? Right. So first thing we're going to do is construct it. I'm no cracker expert. I figured this out about 3 hours ago. Okay. I'm the bus driver, you see, so I have to be a little bit ahead of you. And I figured out how to construct a cracker. Well, actually, I had a rough idea a couple of weeks ago. I've been really busy. Check it out. I've got 4, 8. I've got 12 loo rolls. I've been a busy bunny. And Dave, don't throw the inners away, because these are perfect. These sit perfectly. We'll take one of these, right? And I'm going to use a blank one for the construction. I know it's a bit of a waste, but in the name of education, I think this is a good idea. So I need that. I need a loo roll. This is going to be lovely and coloured, pretend. Okay. I need, oh yeah. I need the, Männchen ist still in TV. Schön. Schön. Right. Clarity stamp, tape runner. You need one of those. You need a bit of copy paper. Need a bit of copy paper. Important. Oh, I've got something. No, I can't tell you yet. Oh no, I can't tell you yet because I don't know how long it'll be before it gets here. Beautiful. Right. Okay. Sorry. Thinking out loud again. Loo roll. Cracker. Loo roll. Let's have a look. So this is what I thought. First of all, I think I'll put my other glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. This is what I thought. So what we're going to do is, look, as a mock-up, let me show you. If you look here, you've got one side that's juts out more than the other side. Agreed? So what we're going to do, and I'll talk it through first. We're going to roll it round like that. Hang on, I'll show you. Going to roll it round like that. Okay. And we're going to stick it down. It's going to overlap like that. It's going to overlap. So if that's the case, right, then what we need to do is we need to put glue on the side that's not sticking out, because the sticking out side, it's easier. I'm going to work on the back, you see. So what I want to do is run glue here on there. Then I'm going to roll it and stick it on there. Do you see? See, I'd rather put glue on the back than on the front. That's all I'm saying. Or you could put glue on there and there and there, and then stick it on that way. But I found by putting glue here, it stuck, there wasn't a little ridge. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And then this side, because this is the other thing is, when you roll it round, do you want the toilet roll? You want the toilet roll to stay in there, really, don't you? For stability, you know what I mean? You want, and as if by magic, I mean, you'd think we designed these to fit a loo roll. Look, they fit exactly. And that's a result as well. But I tell you what helps when you're joining it up, right? What helps is if the loo roll is actually stuck to the cracker too, because then it doesn't move. So if that's like that, think it through, TIT. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of glue there as well. So on this side of the glue, listen, you probably are a cracker expert. You've probably got a crackerology, okay? In that case, you do what you think. Don't correct me, because it never feels right in public, right? Just go with what I'm saying, because it works. I know it does. All right, but don't tell me I'm rubbish at crackers. Now, then you need a bit of copy paper, only because you don't want to put the tape runner on your table. Okay, So stick to the back. Stick to the back. First of all, we're going to stick the. We're going to put the glue on the runner first. Let me show you. Oh, hang on a minute. Listen, you've got till the 23rd of December to work this out, so don't get stressy about it. Right, so put a little bit of glue on there, and I'm going right up to the edge, see? Then we're going to put a little bit of glue, again, slowly does it. Go as close to the edge as you can. That's it. Let me just check. Yeah, nice. And then this end as well. I won't worry too much about this bit. Don't worry about that. That's going to be ribbon. So look, take the runner, do 2 lots if you feel inclined. Right, so you've got a bit of glue there, bit of glue there, bit of glue there. You're going to get 1 run at this, so do it right. Right, that one, and that one. That'll do. Okay, and then on the other side, see, if you keep it all on the back, it's easier. So then let's do a little bit. I would just do, hang on. Oh, come on, Barbara. Okay. That's what happens when you go over the same tape twice. Right, so that's that one. I'll do that bit there, because that's going to stick to the toilet roll, this bit, the loo roll. Yeah? So then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to actually put it in the middle, only because you want it to be if you put it up there, the chances are it will start to go not straight. So stick it in the middle so it's equidistant from both sides, like that. Right, then take this bit and wrap it over the top so that it's the same amount on both sides. That'll do. Good enough. That's a little bit. Come off again. Get a little bit of wiggle room, don't you? Right, go like that. Mind my head. Don't worry about. Actually, look. Let's go that way, and then you can see it better. Right, so like that. That's it. And then roll it round, and then I know that it's in the right place on that side. Right, so now I've attached it to the loo roll. Okay, cool. So now it's attached to the loo roll. Then I'm going to roll. Let's take this off. Right. Now I'm going to stick it. Here we go. Curl that in a little bit so it doesn't hold. It's a piece of cake, really, especially because it sits. So the object of this exercise now is to make the joins. Look, this bit here, that's got to go over that. So that's perfect. And then this one's going over that one. So that's perfect as well. Stick that down. Bob's your uncle. And Fanny is your aunt. There you go. And the thing is, you see, I know it looked a little bit sort of back to front by putting the glue, because I know probably the designers thought we'll put the glue on that side and do that. But I actually think it's better that way because the glue's right up to the edge, you see? So it's sealed. That's done. That's done. Look, nice, nice, nice. And then you've done that. And then if you've got glue on there, be careful that it doesn't stick to something. Easy or what? And then all you need is some, and you stick, so you've got that like that, see? Like that. And then you do one end. So do one end. What we've got ribbon. Have we got ribbon? Do you know I'm having a hot moment here. I'm having one of my personal summers again. Let me just open that window. The weather doesn't know what it wants to do, does it? Satin ribbon collection. So you've got lots of lovely colours there. These are quite good. Look. Colours. Look. So these are nice. We sell these. I mean, most of us crafters, I've got a room full of this stuff, haven't you? Do you remember back in the 90s and that? Ribbon. You had to put ribbon on everything, didn't you? So you had to emboss everything if you were a stamper, and you had to tie everything with a ribbon. Yeah? I've got loads of it. I've got a lifetime supply of the stuff. However, if you haven't, this is a really nice little selection because it's got all the lovely colours. But anyway, that's it. That's just for one-stop shoppers if you fancy a selection. And then what you do, because what you could do is you could personalise each one of these, couldn't you? See, I think these will make a nice gift. I'm going to put something substantial in here. Something, not that cheap stuff that you usually get out of a cracker. You see, at this point also, here we go. So you turn, so let's do this. I'll show you. So you just cut a piece a length. I'm not even going to cut it because I just want to show you. But what you do is, when you pull it in, it automatically pulls in. The design is very nice and very clever. Right, ready? See? Look. Oof. Then, these are good ribbons because they're silky, but they're not slidey, if that's a word. There you go. So then I can make a little bow. So you just put matching ribbons. That's nice. Then I'll make a little, do swallows' tails. That's lovely, isn't it? There you go. Oh, I say. There you go. Perfect. Then you do the same on the other side, see? So that is the construction. And now, this is the thing. When it rolls round on the table, I mean, obviously there's a front, isn't there? And there is a back. But it's not unsightly on the back. It's pretty too. So there you go. Boom. So you close it up. I'll show you. Look, see? It's got a little hole in it. Oh, hello. There we go. Still got a hole in it. So you can fill it from the other side. I mean, if it's that small that it falls through there, I ask you, right? So you fill it for the other side, then you close that one as well. And there's your construction. Easy, eh? Right, so that's that. Crackershack. Crackershack. I like that. Did that make sense? Did anybody? Don't tell me you got a better idea. That works for me. I'm super sensitive today. I'm super sensitive every day, actually, if the truth be known. Okay, so now we're going to do some colouring in. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Now we know how to make them. Now we're going to decorate them. Have you decided on a colour? Have you decided on a colour? I'm going to show you some tricks and tips, but I think I do love that one. I love that one. But I want to show you some tricks and tips because this is something, I mean, you're not just going to make one of these, are you? Wait, that went a bit fuzzy. You're not just going to make one of these. I'm guessing that you're going to make more than one. That's going to be a bit of a lonely Christmas otherwise. But do you know what? The reality of it is there will be many people in the shack this morning who will be sitting alone with their Christmas dinner. So, you know, and that's why we're going to get together on Christmas Day. Always do. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I promise you, regardless of what the day is on Christmas Day, we'll at least have a little cup of coffee in the morning. Hey, 100%. What day is Christmas Day this year? Do we know? We've got to get together, even if it's just for half an hour. Just for half an hour to say Happy Christmas and eat a mince pie. Do you agree? Good, good. Right, so colouring. I thought I'm going to go with polychromos or pergoliners. You need the B pencils, and I've got a plan, and I'll tell you why that is. So let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, what day is Christmas? Where did I put my pergoliners? Ah, here they are. Is that my hair? I went next level. I had like this bush. I felt like Basil Brush around the bottom here. I thought, I can't cope with that. It didn't know what it wanted to be. It kept saying to me, am I long or am I short now? What am I? So I went to see my friend Karen and I said, make me look like Jane Fonda, please. Make me look like Jane Fonda. I love Jane Fonda's hair. I know I've got to lose about 4 stone, but, you know, at least the hair's right now. Okay, come on. Stop larking about, Gray. Right, pergoliners. Are you happy? Right, the pergoliners. No, what am I talking about? Polychromos. The polychromos, I'm going to go for, I'm using some reds. So let's have a look. I think I'll go with those. I'll go with those 3, I think. What have I got here? Dark red, where's the start? What's this one? Madder, not sure. But I'm going to get all of those ones. I'll soon figure it out. Let me take that one as well. In fact, I know. She should have done that before she started. She did, but she still couldn't decide. Right, I'm going to go with that green there. There's a really nice pergolina green that I like. I might have to grab that one. That there, that there, that there. And then I think I'll go with a couple of the greys as well. What do you think? That'll do. Then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to stick them in the lid so I know where they are and I know which ones I'm using. Agreed? So just make a little, do that. That's the one we're going to look at. That's where we're headed. Isn't that lovely? Hey? It's really nice. Look, let me come up close. Let me stand up. Let me come up. Hang on. Let me think. Bernie the Bolt. So all the old shows today. Basil Brush, Bernie the Bolt. That was the Golden Shot. Bob Monkhouse, remember? That was on a Sunday, wasn't it? Cool, we were grateful viewers, weren't we, in those days? So what we're going to do first, I think I'm going to start with the green on his hat. Should I come in a bit closer? And then I'll show you a couple of tricks. What colours are you going to go with? Are you going with the green? Look, I've already got one. One down, 11 to go. Thanks, Dee. Right, let's do his hat first. So we need a little bit of, just a tester, just a bit of card or something. And then we'll get a little chisel going. And I think what I'm going to do, I also think I want to lean on like I want to lean on something so that I don't lean on my artwork. Because otherwise, yeah, let's go for it, shall we? Right, here we go. And we're off. And we're just going to add a layer of green. It takes time, all this, you know. But having said that, right, so this is the light green we're going with here. Having said that, it's very therapeutic, isn't it? I mean, the whole object of this exercise. Christmas Day is a Saturday. Well, do you know what? That's okay. That's what we're going to do. I'll set it up just for half an hour, just to have a cup of tea and a mince pie. What do you think? We could slope off for half an hour, couldn't we? On Christmas Day? Yeah, come on. Well, I'll be here. And I'll tell you why. Because I do know that there are folks who will be alone on Christmas Day. And just to have a little, just to raise a glass or have a cup of tea together and a mince pie, you know, before we all shoot off. Let's keep each other company. I mean, that's the object of the exercise. So let's do it. Let's do that thing. Yeah? Grace will be, let me see, if we do it at 10 in the morning, that'll be a little bit early. Oh no, Grace is going to be with us. She's here. Woohoo! So Grace will be, all things being equal and all things being well, Grace will be here. So we're creating a little bit of shadow. Yeah? And then we're going to start, I'm going to put in some, I'm using the same colour all the time. Here we go. Put a little bit of shadow in there as well. So he just softly does it. And you can just add sort of folds if you like. So we'll add a little bit of shadow here because it's wobbling, isn't it? So you see, you just put a little bit of depth in there. And I'm using the same colour all the time. I don't have to go radical with a dark colour straight away. See, and then I'll come this way. It's a little bit of a... The thing about using the polychromos or the pergolina B pencils, there's a good reason for this. If you're using the pergolinas, you make sure you use the B pencils, and I'll explain why in a minute. Because if you use the watercolour ones, the aqua ones, as soon as you hit them with water, it reacts, you see. So and I want to show you something. Now, everybody likes a little bit of bling at Christmas. We sure do, don't we? That's it. So because you're working with quite a big piece as well. So Yeah, date in your diary, 10 o'clock on Saturday, on Christmas Day. Ho, 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 eh? I think we got together last year too, didn't we? Must have done. Oh, wouldn't we? There you go. So we've got that now. Go a little bit more in the middle, a bit more green in the middle now. That colour. Now let's go again with a darker colour. And you may think, well, this is going to take, if I'm doing 12 of these, this is going to take till the cows come home. Well, do you know what? I've got time in the evenings. And I think the other thing is, it's the anticipation of Christmas and knowing which one I'm making for who, you know? So I've done a light colour first. Now let's have a look. Let's go with this green here. That's a mossy green. So this green here was number, what is it? Oh, what glasses have I got? My eyesight. 168. Earth green yellowish, that'll do. And then this one is olive green yellowish. Okay, so we're definitely going with the yellowish thing. Let's go around the edge again. Now we'll add a bit of depth. Yeah? There we go. And it's all about the layers, isn't it? And I know I'm taking my time. I don't know that you need to be this pernickety or this pedantic. Don't know. It's up to you, isn't it? But listen, if you want to get that result, you want to do that, that looks printed, doesn't it? And I mean, this is the thing. Even after you finish this, you'd take this and put it in a frame, wouldn't you? Pardon me. Gesundheit. I'd take that and put it in a frame. In fact, that's what we ought to do. Then at least you don't feel as if you're spending too long on something. Be nice. And what's the time? past. Oh, you got loads of time. This is nice. He's got green hands as well. Right, light colour, dark colour. Light colour, dark colour. So we're going to go gloves. Let's just do all the green on him first, shall we? Gloves. Ah, and she calmed down. She calmed down. Yeah. That's better. I think we'll do red shoes. I'm just copying what Dee's done. Look. Why wouldn't you? It's fabulous. Right, so we've got a green. This cute little fella's got a green coat on. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Light green first, and then we'll add the shadow with the darker green, and then you could probably get away with, I don't know. Well, let's have a look first. Let's just do this first. Right. We can make crackers till Christmas, couldn't we? No, we're not gonna. We'll get together next week. Can we have a couple of weeks on the crackers though? Can we? Can we please? Let's say we're going to do crackers this week and next week, okay? And then I know I mentioned in November that we're going to have a get together, aren't we? A Christmas party, like a ding dong on a Friday night. And we're going to have, it's going to be good, and it's going to be all things good, and it's going to be the stamps and the crackers and the gnomes, and we'll just have a play, all right? Just, you need some stamps and some ink pads and all that stuff. And so we'll do that in November, yeah? But this week and next week, let's just say that we're gonna do our gnomes, yeah? Definitely. What colours are you using? Are you going trad like me? In fact, tomorrow night, I must remember to mention this as well. Tomorrow night, we're doing a craft along, aren't we? We're doing a little pajama party Friday night, here to keep you company. What else would I do with my time? Be all right, though. I actually enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy getting together. I always feel afterwards, I feel what's the word? Useful. Like it was a useful exercise. Don't you find so often? I find so often in my life, I'm doing things that are just not useful. Not useful just because it needs to be done. I just need to sharpen this little fella. Oh, actually, that one's not bad. Just want to take the top off this one. I'm always a little bit... Yeah, cool, that's sharp grey. Could inflict injury with that one. This is... I'm going to have to just take the nib. I wonder if that would work. Yeah, I thought it would. That's okay. Yeah, so tomorrow evening, we're doing the God, finish my sentence for me. Tomorrow evening, let me concentrate. Tomorrow evening, it's because I'm so engrossed in this green that one head's going, you're using the light green where you should be using the dark green grey. And the other part of my brain's going, what are we doing tomorrow night, Barbara? Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we're getting together and we're having a craft along and we're using those brilliant lino cutting stamps. We were going to have a craft along with them. Where did I put that stuff? We were going to have a craft along with them. And then my dad got taken ill and I blew it out. I remember everything got cancelled. The whole thing went a bit wrong. It's these ones. Do you remember? So loads of you have got these stamps. There are poppies, there are alliums, there are teasels. I mean, you only need one of the sets. I'm just showing you the sort of artwork, that kind of mixed media, and it's got that lovely lino cutting edge, right? And then you can see the backdrop stamp sits inside the backdrop stamp. So the square one of those sits inside. See the backdrop one? Isn't that cool? Right? And then you've got other things going on here. Like that's pretty cool with a backdrop. I like that. I love that. I love that. Right. So these are the stamps that we're going to look at. They're kind of mixed media, arty, really grungy. And I thought we could kind of explore. Let's have a look at that one, for example. You see how you get the different textures and the light. It's really it looks like a really beautiful print. If that were in a frame, that would look so nice. That would look so nice in a frame. Dave's making frames. Dave's making frames at the moment out of recycled old pallet wood. Oh, so lovely. So lovely. And, oh, I should have brought it up. I'll show it to you next week. He's making the frames and he's staining the pallet wood with ink. He obviously came up here and grabbed some ink. And tying it in with the artwork. So I bet he would take this and he would tie in the green because he's a man. He wouldn't go with the blue, he'd go with the green. And it looks so nice. These old recycled pallets. So very good, very good. We got lots of pallets at work and he said, I could make something with them. Right. So I wanted to show you the list. And Paul's got the download. Oh, and Paul says to me, the Christmas party is on Friday, the 19th of November. That's when we're going to hang out together. And the download, Paul, you can do this, can't you? For the pyjama party tomorrow night. You don't have to wear pyjamas. All that, what that's telling you is it might be a late one. We start at 7 and then we see where we go with it. Yeah? And if we're in the mood and there are plenty of us, if we fancy having a little break at 9 o'clock and then coming back for another hour, it's whatever we fancy doing, all right? How we feel. So it's nice just to hang out and stick together. So anyway, that's the list, and Paul he'll give you the download, what you need, but basically you just need you need a black archival ink pad, you need stencil card, you need one of these lino cuts, and you need a selection of, you've got archivals there, you've got a black archival there. What am I missing on here? That drops at Meadows stamps, poppy stamps, set of stickers. Here it is, right at the back. A selection of distress oxide ink pads and a selection of archival ink pads. Because I just thought, hang on, you can't, where's the colour? There's the colour. So there you go, that's what we're going to use. Sound good? Yeah. Do you know what? And if there's nothing on the telly, even if you haven't got the stuff, just hang out with us. It's free. It's free. All you got to do is click the button, try not to spit at your eye. Click the button and join us. You know, it's fine. We love your company. You know, never be alone, especially not on a Friday night when there's 200 of us sorting this one out. Right, you ready? Come on, let's keep going. Okay, so we can do a little bit of shading. Right, so I think on the green front, what glasses have I got on here? This is rubbish. I'm going to have to go and see that optician again. And I want it, the reason that I'm adding all the colour now. I've got something I want to show you. So you get a little bit of shadow through there, a little bit of depth around the base like that. Maybe there'll be a little shadow on the where the fingers are. See? Nice. Right, let's do a bit of red. Red next. Now, red next. Not rednecks, red next. What red am I going to use? What have I got there? What's that one? It's a bit orangey, isn't it? Geranium Lake. Try another one. That's quite dark. That might work for the dark a bit. I wonder what this one is. That's dark too. I might have to go with, what if I don't press very hard? Do you know what? I'm going with a lighter red. Geranium Lake. That'll do. So let's go with the light one, because you can always cover it up afterwards anyway if you don't like it. Right. So light red. See, the red in the pergoliners, that's one of the best things about the pergoliners. There's only one. You can't go wrong. So light layer to start with. Yeah. I think it's always a good idea to just lay down the colour in the area. I mean, I'm going slowly because there's loads of us doing it. But to be fair, if this were me doing this, I'd be rattling through this. And what I'd be doing, I'd be saying, right, okay, so what else is going to be red? Right, well, I'm going to do this bit red as well, you see. So then I'd do everything here. I wouldn't do one, then the next one, then the next one. I'd do all the red, for example, and be clear that that's going to be the red bit. This is going to be the red bit. Do you see? So you establish your colorways and your color areas before you start concentrating on the shadow. See? Then you're going to have a green stripe. Then we're going to have a little red bit again. And then the red bit's going to come down. See, when you do this, you'll find you feel that you're making progress much faster. So we're just going to lay down the red, green stripe, red stripe, red bit, and then this bit's all red as well. See? That's better, isn't it? Then you've got red there. So that's worth bearing in mind when you're doing this, that you put the colour down before you on everything really. Light circular motions. There you go. Relaxing, isn't it? Don't have to be too perfect. Just to be in the right area. Right. Is that nice? Oh, chillax. Chillax. See, I get caught up then, and then I want to start. So now I've done that. Let's go again. Now I could decide now. Do I want to put a rib? Is it knitted? Look. See, I could put a rib in there if I wanted to, couldn't I? That looks like it's knitted. Do you see? It's up to you. Work in layers. Same colour, going in with the light red. Just to build in. So it's quite kind of textury, isn't it? There you go. So just light layers. Then once we've got the red, I think his feet are red as well. His shoes are red. Let's put them in. Nice. There you go. Okay. We're all right. I need your help. I'll tell you what, I've just occurred to, again, does your brain fire off at different directions? I've just realised, right? So in my head, does your mind wander? I mean, I'm right on it and I'm with the red and I'm aware that there are loads of us in the room today and we're all colouring in and hanging out together. And then suddenly it goes flashing through my head and I think, oh yeah, I've got that chicken stuff that I made last night for tea today. It's vile. Okay. It's really, really vile. I need your help, right? So I've got this chicken meal for tonight. I procrastinated yesterday, so we didn't have it last night. We're having it today. Now, I can't throw it away because it's a waste of good food. Good food is the wrong word. It's a waste of nourishment. But I usually make this chicken fricassee and it's lovely, all right? And I make a bechamel sauce and I put a few capers in and it just tastes delightful. Well, I don't know what happened. I know exactly what happened. I bought these capers. I bought these capers online and I thought, well, capers are capers, aren't they? Well, yeah, but no, but. So these capers arrived and they're doused in rock salt. So capers are salty anyway, as we know. So these are like really salty. And I stupidly, because I wasn't thinking, I put loads in. I actually did rinse them out. So I didn't throw the rock salt in as well. But obviously they were very, very salty. So this chicken fricassee, right? You might as well just take the salt cellar and go like that. Right? It's so salty. Does anybody know what I can do? And don't say add milk. I've done that. And it's turning into a bit of a soup now. It's getting a little bit thin. And it's still really salty. What can I do? Can you put like a raw potato in it? Or any assistance would be, and don't say bin it, because I've got to come up with something. Or maybe I just take a little bit of it, because pretend it's concentrate or something. Or maybe I'll rinse out the chicken. I could do that. I could just put the whole lot in a colander and just rinse out the bechamel sauce and go again. Dave is not looking forward to this meal. I know that. But he's a very grateful eater. So if you've got any ideas, give us a clue. Give us a clue what to do. Give us a clue what to do with really, really salty food. Is there a solution or not? Come on, one of you must have an idea. Right, so now I've done the red there. I'll get a darker red now. Darker red. So that's the red I've used. It will get darker, don't worry. Look, every layer I go down gets darker. And then I want to show you a trick. But I can't do it on this one because this one isn't finished yet. Look, I'm a few generations of more. I better write this down because I know what's going to happen. 1, 2, 1. All the reds look the same here. Now let's see what have we got here. That's darker. Let's go in with that one. Right. Or I could go in with a bit. Let's go a bit more radical grey. What's that one? Oh, that's a bit purpley. Oh, that's better. All right, we'll go with that one. What's this say? Carmine. Still a bit red, isn't it? That's a bit brown. That's a bit brown. That'll do. Right, here we go. What one have I decided on then? Permanent carmine. All righty, we're doing it. See, I guess what you could do is add a bit of grey as well, because that'll tone it down if it's a little bit. Right, now we're getting there. Okay, so we'll add a bit of shadow. And once we've got the colour down, see, we could use our blending nibs, can't we, to smooth it out? Honest, we can. It's really easy. Here we go now. So we're going to get some depth round this side, aren't we? Depth there to there, and depth round this side to there. That'd be nice. Okay. There you go. There. So it's a little bit redder in the middle. So once you've got a goodly amount of colour down, that colour, let's see what happens if I take my blending pen. Right, I'll start in the middle. See how it smooths it out? Oh, result. There you go. Can you hear the cockerel? You'd think we lived in the boonies here. We don't, you know, we live in town. One of the neighbours decided to, listen, hang on, I'll go quiet. Did you hear him? Got a cockerel. See how that smooths it out lovely? Isn't that nice? Oh, he's going for it now. He wants to watch himself around Christmas if there's no turkeys around. See? Let's smooth it out lovely. So, hey, that'll work. In fact, I wonder if I added a little bit of grey. Let me just do it. Don't you do it. I just want to see. Yeah, I bet that's what Dee did. Yeah, I know. You want to watch yourself if those 2 Viking cats of ours are out, matey? God, that's all I need. Imagine if one of them came in with a rooster feather in his teeth. There. See how you can get a really nice shadow? It's good, isn't it? And then when you want to do the green smoothing out, you just need to change your nib. In fact, if you haven't got a thingamajiggy, if you haven't got a, I'm just looking here. If you haven't got a holder, you can just use the nib like this. There you go. I got the sentence out. See? And the other thing is when you smooth it, if you smooth it down the center, you get the lightest. Yeah, you get the lightest. You can always smooth and then add more again. That's not a problem at all. Okay, so that's worth having. That's worth knowing. And I want to show you something before we finish today. So say you've done all this, right? Obviously, I'm a ways away. And I think what I'm going to do between now and next week, and I will do it, this is my homework. I'm going to do these 3, yeah? And then next week, I think we could do this stuff, yeah? Let's do the three people, and then next week we'll do the frame and that bit. Or if you're feeling, if you're right into it, don't stop, just carry on, and then next week do another one. But we're going to have 2 weeks getting to grips with this. And I wanted to show you something. this is cool. See, if you've got a Wink of Stella, for example, these are like, they're like glitter pens. They give you a shimmer. That's fine, but they're quite difficult to get a hold of nowadays for lots of reasons. Supplier issues, I think they call it. That's the buzzword at the moment. Right, so, but the good news is I have an alternative, and this is the gear. Right, mica powders. Okay. So let me put that to one side because I don't really want to do that. Right, mica powders. Let me show you this. So you've got one called Perfect Pearls. Now there are lots of different ones, loads of them, but I've got the ones that we've got are for the real Christmassy colour. We've got the gold, we've got the blue, we've got the green, and we've got the red. So standard Christmas fare. Okay, we've got lots of other colours as well, but these are the ones we got most of. And I'm going to show you, these ones, obviously they colour the colour. They go the colour that you've got here. Right. This one is the diamond. This is the one. Now let me show you a trick. If we take a mix mat, right? These are the mix mats. So I'm going to take my water mix mat, right? And I'm going to take my Perfect Pearl. And I'm going to take a water brush, or if you haven't got a water brush, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Use a paintbrush. Use a normal brush. This is a little one. This is a Pergamano one, the number 2. It's great for getting in the little areas. This is a watercolor brush. We sell these. The thin one, the one that they come in different. Like, oh, that's quite a thin one too. That's a thicker one. See where you got more, there's more of it. With these, because there's quite a lot of detail, I'm going to go with the thin one. So it's up to you what you've got. Then we need that and that. Thing about the water brushes. So this gear, right, this is mica powder, it's a mineral. Excellent stuff. We've been waiting months for this to come in, and it arrived. Cool. So what we're going to do is just squish a little bit of water onto the mix mat, like that. Right. Then we're going to pick up with the damp and then mix it in. And what we're doing is we're getting a really nice thing about the Perfect Pearl is it's translucent. So when you run a wash of this, like this is quite thick, but that's okay because I'm making a, look how much you don't need. Look, the tiniest amount, right? Perfect Pearls. Absolutely marvellous. So much you could do with these. You put them in if you put them in a little spritzer bottle with water, you can get a lovely shimmer on your card as well. You could do the whole, you could get a shimmer on the whole cracker if you wanted to. Now, Jane, lovely Jane Telford. I already started on this one because I needed to finish, I needed to work with one that's finished so you can see the difference. Now, let me see if, before I do this, let me show you and see if you can see what I've done. So I took Jane's one. You can see where it's glittering. If I hold it to the like that, it looks exactly as like Jane did it. Now look at this little fella's, one of his hands and his, look, see? Completely metallic. But it hasn't lost, it actually hasn't lost its colour underneath. So whatever colour you've got underneath, when I look at this, I've still got the colour there. Yeah, it's not lost. So you can get the shimmer, and of course you can make it as thin as you like. I can make it into a real wash as well. Like if I just make it thinner, like that. This is thicker, this is thinner now. But you can see it actually moving. I don't know if you can. It's like a, it works like a, it's water soluble, and it works like a, can you see it? It's like a, it's beautiful. There you go, you can see it now. And what you do is you run that. Let's do a light. You don't want to saturate the card though. You know, you don't want to make it too wet. So I've got my brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of that, Right, let me just move this over here. And for the sake of art, I'm just going to show you. So now, for example, on Jane's hand, let's have a look. So I did that quite thick before, so I need to kind of tie in with what I did before. See, and then you run over the top, and you can go. The thing about the perfect pearl is, look, I can spot it. I can just do where the light's hitting the shoe, or I can do the whole shoe. You get it? I can do it lighter. I can do it waterier. I can do more than one layer. But I can also do, look, if I go in with a wash, let me show you this. See this hat, for example. Now, let's not do that hat. I've got a better idea for that hat. Let's do this hat. If I wanted to do a whole wash, like a glisten over the whole lot, here we go. So I can go in like that. And because we use, and clearly, Jane also used the B pencils or polychromos. They're not, whatever pencils Jane used, this is why I checked it, she clearly used not water soluble. If this was water soluble, because there's water in mixed in with the perfect pearls, it would bleed all over the place. So I think this is a great way to get a shimmer. Look, see, and I can go over the whole. I just got to stay on the inside of the lines. There, I've done his whole hat there. Look. And when that's dry, let me show you. If I pick that up to the light, let me see if you can see it. There you go. See the shimmer? And it dries like the one that's already on the other side. So that's pretty cool, you know. If you want to add a little bit of luster to your work, it dries lusterier than it goes on as well. So you just leave it, don't titivate, just leave it like that. But you could do all the hats. And the other thing is, you see, you can also you can go into little tiny areas too. So I can go in now and I can just highlight those dark dots, and they will then glisten. But it takes on the colour that's underneath with the perfect pearls. These ones don't. These ones take the colour that they are. Although having said that, I find the gold is really nice. The gold, if it's diluted enough, that's lovely. It's got a lovely translucent sheen as well, you know. And also for the, if you want to spritz it, that's nice. You just got to make sure that you don't clog up the nozzle. But this stuff is fine enough if you shake it well. It works really nice. You can put it in these as well. Just drop a little bit in there. But I find I've got more control by doing this. Yeah. So that's nice to know. And I thought it would be worth showing you that you can add that luster after you've done all the colouring in. Yeah. I mean, loads of you will probably have glitter pens and things like that, you know. But say, for example, this masterpiece here from, here we go, from D. This is lovely. See, I think this would look really nice if I did a little flash of, just a little highlight with this, maybe on the pink. Just go pink. So wherever there's pink, I'll put a little flash of really light, though, well diluted. That would look pretty, wouldn't it? So that's what I'm talking about. Just adding a little bit, rather than glitter. Of course, you can use your Perga glitters and you can use your mapping pen, absolutely. But if you want to get full coverage like that, then this is definitely the way to get a nice luster on your crackers. So there you go. I think we're going to call it a day. What have we got here? Suggestions: raw potato to draw out the sort. I thought that might be the case. I better go and put lemon juice. Mild vinegar, really? See, yogurt. What do you do? Is it like a tequila thing? Yogurt, chicken. Put a bit of yogurt on here, bit of chicken. I may just rinse it under the tap and go again. Bloody capers. What a caper, I said. Anyway, and on that happy note, I will love you and leave you. Thank you so much for your company. It's been a great Crackershack. And I'll see you tomorrow night with the with the lino cuts, we're going arty, we're going mixed media, okay? And then I'll see you next Thursday, and we'll have another run at these crackers. So enjoy colouring in, decide what you want to do, make a plan, and while you're doing it, think about the person you're making the cracker for. What are you going to put in the cracker? Are you going to do one of them snaps? We wanted to supply you with the snaps, but apparently they're explosives. I mean, GGMS. But apparently they're explosives, so we can't sell you those. But you can get them on Amazon. And so they're the snaps if you want to do that. I'm going to just make mine into little packages. And I'm thinking about what to put in them and who I'm going to give them to. And it just feels really good. All right. See you next week. Thanks for your help, Paul. Lots of love. And I'll let you know how I get on with my raw potato or my colander and rinsing out the bechamel sauce. Bye now.